Hi, I'm Chelsea Stratton, and today we're here in my mom's sewing studio so I can show you a brand new raspberry summer quilt, Anthem. I'm really excited to share all the fun things about this quilt and that there's an optional colorway as well. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm excited to talk about the Anthem quilt pattern. This is obviously, I love making big blocks, you guys. So this is my bigger block quilt in this group. And this quilt actually measures 81.5 inches square, and it is fat quarter friendly. One of my favorite things to do is obviously get a lot of fun color combos in quilts, and so this one was no exception. Plus, we got to use the low volumes in these quilt blocks as well. So that was a lot of fun. So you'll see the low volumes, but we also have the tone on tone, which is a match to Bella 200, just in case you're wondering. And this quilt actually has a few different segments, but don't be like intimidated by that. It has 3 different segments that you're going to be sewing, but they're not difficult at all. I'm still going to categorize this as beginner friendly, just because you're using basic techniques and piecing. It is so much fun. And actually, before I started it, I thought, oh, I think this one's going to take me a while, but it actually didn't take me very long at all to put it together. I had a lot of fun. And I think what helps on this one is after you do your cutting, you want to group the fabrics that are going to be in one block together. I think organization for this one is definitely key so that you're not getting things mixed up, is what I'm saying. So obviously for this one, when we have the pink and the green and this sprout low volume print, I grouped those after I cut all of my fabrics so that everything would be right in line and that I could start sewing. I also love that my quilter, Marion Bott, quilted this, and she did an all over pattern. And this one is called, I believe, Raindrops on the Pond. And she actually did this one a little bit bigger. You'll notice that most of Marion's quilting, she sizes down like much smaller scale. But I loved, because the blocks are a little bit bigger, that she did do this one a little bit bigger. I love the swirls. If you know me, I like Baptist fans. I love anything like that, especially if your quilt blocks have a lot of points like this one does. Adding a panto like the swirls is kind of a nice balance to all of the points in your quilt. And that's kind of how she picks the designs for the quilts. So I thought that it was really cute and worked really well for the sizing on this one. Now, my sashing is actually a lot bigger than I normally do it, but because the blocks are bigger, I wanted to give even more separation. My mom does a really great job of incorporating low volume prints as her actual sashing, but I just love using the tone on tones to create some space. So that's what I did in this one. You're going to have 4 sashing posts in this quilt, and I always just kind of pick some of my favorite prints from the collection for that. Okay, so I'm going to show you some borders. And guys, I'm trying to get better at adding borders onto my quilts, like actual print borders. Normally I'll just do the tone on tone prints and then I'll add a binding to it. But I did want this one to be a little bit bigger. And so I've been playing around with it. I'm getting more confident. And I added the paisley print low volume. I do have to say the paisley print is probably my favorite in the whole collection. I had a lot of fun designing it. And we have it in multiple colorways. And then I went with the pink large floral for the outer border. And I think it's so cute. I love it. Also, this print is the backing, but in the low volume multi. and it works great as a backing. Also, I love it because raspberries are in this print for Raspberry Summer. And then I'm actually gonna bind this one in this this green gingham right here. So I actually already cut that out, and my mom is gonna be binding this one for me as well. Okay, so there is something really fun with this quilt. We are gonna pop up a picture really quick here. I really could not decide if I wanted this to be a multicolor or a red, white, and blue. There are a lot of good reds and blues and pinks and teal options for like an Americana look. So this picture that you're seeing right now is that version, and I think it's so cute, and Tammy Vonderschmidt has pieced that one for me. So we have a picture for you, and the fabric requirements are the exact same in the pattern is what I really want to talk about. So you just are going to get your fat quarters, but get the reds and the blues and the pinks and the teals for kind of like that version of the quilt. So I already have had some questions, and no, the fabric yardages, the requirements are not different. They're the same. So you can still just buy the pattern and then go get the specific SKUs and prints and colorways for that quilt. But I had to do it in both. I designed it and I thought, no, I'm not going to do it. And it turned out so great. I love it. I love that there's a second option for this one. It's really adorable. So kind of a couple options for you if you like one or the other better. And I will be sharing more of that one on my Instagram as well. But wanted to show you guys a picture just in case. But I love this pattern. I think it's a great quilt and really complements the group of patterns that I've designed for Raspberry Summer. And so I hope you like it too. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this video where we were able to take a closer look at my Anthem quilt pattern featuring our Raspberry Summer fabrics. If you are looking for this pattern, it's available in the description of this video in paper and PDF, so that will be linked there. And if you liked this video, hit the like button, or if you're new here, please subscribe. We'd love to have you. And thanks so much for stopping by.